good amount. Yeah, that's a pretty significant thing.
That was the fastest ban I've ever seen, by the way.
Wow.
PSG.LGD ready with that, Timber. Sorry, T, go for it.
No, it's fine. I also like the fact that with Ember, even though outside of laning phase, you're a hero that can also chase down the TA when she goes to jungle. You know, you have these points in Flame Guard, you can just poke and prod, and you can just aggressively jungle into the TA. Yeah, these bans are very quick.
I feel like both teams have not really used bonus time, right? But PSG.LGD is, I don't know, they're playing speed chess, but then in the draft.
Well, they did. They moved from the second series to the first series of the day, so maybe, you know, they got like a lot.
This is the Chinese region teams meeting each other. That's the bottom line, right? They know each other. They know what they want to draft, and
yeah,
they just go on with it. If you're taking time, they were at the LAN, right? So if you take too much time to ban the other guys looking at you, can you hurry up? Oh, what? Like I know what you're gonna ban. Can you ban it? Okay, but do we know what Vici Gaming is gonna ban? Higa, Jenkins?
So there's
good job.
I would imagine that LGD is probably gonna pick Snap.
What the? Come
I'm telling you, PSG.LGD, yes, they might have an appointment somewhere this afternoon.
They really do.
This is going lightning fast for their side.
Oh my god, okay, we don't have it.
This is gonna be...
Oh, look. No, they took longer than a couple of seconds. Never mind.
Never mind. Nothing to talk about.
Okay.
Minus armor everywhere.
Yeah, Slaughter, TA, Snapfire, the last time that this was run, of course, they had like the ET and a Drown.
They had a Drown, yeah.
Roshan will be falling very quickly, and for Vici Gaming, when you pick up the double spirits, it's about trying to poke and prod, but if they do that and they're out of position, they will instantly die to one stun and the layers damage that PSG has.
I want some more spirits. Some Vengeful Spirit, some Storm Spirit.
Spirit Breaker.
Spirit Breaker. Like, they have options.
Darkseer.
Okay, Darkseer and Earth Spirit together. It hasn't really done too much recently, but this is scary. Ember with Darkseer with Iron Shell.
It's a tough TA game.
It's a very this TA literally dies in 2 seconds.
Yeah, he needs a BKB before he fights.
If you Iron Shell the Ember and Iron Shell the Earth Spirit, if they jump her, she's dead. I give it 2 seconds max.
Yeah,
just disappears. Your health bar just goes. It's gone.
We've also seen this style of draft in regards to like Darkseer, Ember, Earth Spirit. It wasn't an Earth Spirit, it was a time for Team Spirit. Their laning phase was not that optimal, and these heroes, when they don't have a good laning phase, instantly fall behind. So there's just a lot of kind of notice to put on, like the Ember, he needs to do well in his lane, steal away the jungle, and then Darkseer, Earth Spirit, they need to find kill threat. And PSG, they have last pick, so this carry matchup will be advantageous going into a Darkseer.
I would usually agree, but Ember, even if he sucks in the laning stage, as long as he gets level 6 or 7, and he goes to the, as long as he says, yo, Darkseer, can you Iron Shell me? Please. He's gonna do so much damage in that mid game.
So, Vici haven't picked it in this tournament, but I would say like a Sven to me looks really good here. It's a surge target, so you can make him super powerful with the Darkseer. It's a hero that's going to do really well with the Ancient Apparition. You've stun as well as the Cold Feet and the nukes.
Talking because of the armor.
In the armor, exactly. So it's like an anti-minus armor carry.
If they pick Sven Jenkins, I don't know.
They also don't really want to pick like an Agi
what can I do? I'll give you $10.
Okay.
If they pick Sven, because I don't think they're picking Sven. Let's see.
They pick Trail.
Saved.
That could have been expensive for you.
Yeah. Career ending.
Quite the melee-heavy lineup coming out from Vici Gaming. Is that something that PSG.LGD can have used with the last pick somehow?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Drow, is it banned?
Drow seems really good. I mean, Drow
not banned.
is insanely good.
Yeah,
right?
it's one of the best.
That's a great matchup.
They played this almost exact lineup before, haven't they?
They go.
Not with Doom though.
Okay, now I'm very confused. I don't know which one of these
is it
carry.
Okay, it's carried.
It will be Ame Doom.
Okay.
Ame carry Doom.
All right, these guys do not.
Because you can devour the creep that's handshelled.
Yeah, I guess so.
Until level 3 at least, you're not gonna try lane. I don't think so, but it's possible.
The main thing for Vici Gaming, they picked this troll into a Slardar lane, and he should have a great time. This is such a good matchup. And it means that, you know, Ember TA, Ember should have an okay time, Troll's gonna have an okay time. It simply is, what is the effect that Earthrit and Darks will have? Because they need to get like a skirmish, they need to break down the map quite quickly and just constantly run at them, like make PSG use Doom defensively, and then take the fight after that to really break down the economy of PSG. Because if they don't do that, this game could be kind of weird, where it's like you're Doom the Darks here, and then suddenly you're blowing everyone up with the kind of the TA +1.
Not sure. I like what Vici's got. I'm not sold. I think draw would be better for PSG.LGD, but PSG.LGD has been on point so far. They're yet to lose a game, right?
PSG.LGD have lost 2 games.
2 games.
Yeah,
not the single series.
Not the single series. I mean,
they drew with Spirit first.
They drew with Nigma and they drew with Spirit.
Yeah,
you're right.
I would actually go with Vici as well. I don't think the Doom is an answer to like a Darkseer combo lane.
And you're putting all your eggs into this TA basket, right?
But then the TA is hard countered by all of the damage over time. I would actually go with Vici on this one.
I mean, PSG speedrun the draft, so maybe they're going to speedrun the game as well. We'll see.
Possible.
We will see, and we will see who takes this first game of this 2-game series. There we are. And I get to hand you over to our lovely commentary duo. We got ourselves a good duo of Gareth and Lacoste right up there.
Thank you, Shiva. Hello, here we are.
Hello.
We coming over?
No, I think we're staying here. There's a pause in the game.
Gary B.
Yeah, you guys.
A player has paused the game.
Oh no.
Yeah, they were in such a rush. What's wrong, T?
Oh, we're coming to us. Oh, hello. Yeah, here we are.
Oh, it's us.
Lacoste, the -1 draft from LGD, something we've seen from them previously. But honestly, I feel like Vici Gaming have had a chance to self-reflect after the losses to Nigma. A lot of tempo, speed, team fight for them.
Yeah, they're getting heroes that can play Dota early on, which their loss against Nigma, it was a pretty big one. It was a devastating. I want to see them bouncing back in this one. Both of these teams, they know each other very well, playing in the DPC second season, playing in the I-League. One of the reasons why draft was going on so quickly. A lot of overtime damage against the Templar Assassin, so she's not going to have a good time in this one.
Refraction is like not a spell, basically.
Yeah, carry to carry matchup. It's not a carry to carry matchup because it's a carry Doom. He dooms Troll. Troll's just like, I'm out of here, probably gonna get Surge. He might start thinking about possibly also dooming out the Darkseer in the team fight, something that we see when there's like a hero like a Centaur or a Darkseer on one side. If you don't doom him, if you doom someone else, they will just stampede away, Surge away. Looking at the minus armor, 3 heroes. You have Templar Assassin, Slardar, and Snapfire. Snapfire also builds into Medallion, potentially Solar Crest on top of it, so they need to be very careful about that one.
That physical burst, right?
Yeah, one thing I'm worried about is they don't have enough AoE to deal with Darkseer illusions from the wall. It's pretty much a single target, but they got a bit more damage coming up from the Scorched Earth. Mortimer's Kisses, you do not want to use it on the illusion. Same goes for the Phoenix spells. So a lot of value gonna come from that Darkseer wall in this game. And
lots of things for him to combo up with, right? Both of the spirits love being Iron Shelled. They've got that gap close to go on top of the TA. Yeah, I think the panel also mentioning that lane matchup where Troll Ball last pick looks pretty good for Vici Gaming, especially against Slardar. Faith Beyond on that Slardar, so good against the melee heroes, but you put a Troll in there with ranged axes, and you make sure that he doesn't get that full strength from his bash as we get ourselves properly into game 1 here of this best of 2.
in this lane, I don't think you even need to skill bash until level 4 possibly. Because if you get a sprint on level 2, you could potentially just run at the Ancient Apparition if he's caught outside of position. And we see more and more carries just starting out with magic sticks. Troll starting with the magic stick, and we've seen also like bracer build-ups on some of the heroes, like GH prioritizes that one on Phoenix, and now we see Ame on the bottom lane. Casual bracer going into 2 bracers, not bad.
Oh really? Double bracer Doom. Well, he'll tank himself up, you know, against the Iron Shell. Of course, that Devour against the Iron Shell creep that Jenkins was mentioning, just try and stop that lane shove coming in towards your tier 1. Vici Gaming there. All set up around the bottom. Bounty runes under Radiant Vision. So PSG.LGD know exactly what's going on. No aggressive moves needed. Sit on their side of the map and set up their lanes. As you said, you've got that Doom down bottom. Going to be paired up with the Phoenix. As Arme sitting pretty far forward. He's going to try and devour as quickly as he sees that creep, because they're moving in for a tri-lane down
He might be in trouble if he decides to go for that play. Iron Shell already on Darks here.
And there's not too much that Y could do down here to really defend him if he does get jumped.
Armin might be a bit too tanky, even with the 2 Iron Shells, sitting at almost 800 HP. Nothing to say.
Excuse me?
Sorry?
What? That is actually unbelievable. Ember Spirit
I want to see that one again.
seconds into the game.
It might be that Templar Assassin hit level 2 faster, and I see no refraction build, so might surprise him with that melt hit.
We were joking about this at the start, looking at the Magnetize, the Iron Shell, the Ice Blast, all that damage over time, saying refraction's not really a great spell, but the Flame Guard added into it. I mean, Melt Strike Psyblades level 2 TA.
Considering how much overtime damage they got, it might be Psyblades, Meld, and Stats build. I'm just joking, but you know, we've seen different kinds of build on Faceless Void when they're putting only 1 point in time dilation. Same goes for TBs with the reflection. And now puts a point in refraction, so that's gonna give it more damage. We're gonna see it.
It just didn't
meld
respect
level
it.
1.
Did not respect the meld level 1 in the right click.
It's -5 armor. I don't know. I feel like TA might be a bit overbuffed.
Overtuned, yeah. Bottom lane, Arme now being shoved out. W and Old 11 getting up on him, but what a start for your Templar Assassin, 9 and 2.
When I saw it on the screen, I see nothing to say through a first blood. He's mid laner, right? What?
Yeah, we both have this moment of not just disbelief. He's keeping the pressure on as well. Ori having a tragic time in that mid spot. I mean, what kind of itemization is he going to go for? Because that's going to delay his bottle, that's going to delay any kind.
Bottle is coming to him. Nothing to say already has a bottle. Nothing to say has been impressive throughout this tournament, throughout the second season. The guy just plays some insanely good Dota, and we can see here Meld available again.
He's got Fairy Fire on the Ember Spirit, still taking some real heavy hits from this Templar Assassin, and now she does go back into the refraction. Oh man, this TA is going to be a beast. And that top lane, something we've not looked at just yet. And of course that Slardar having a good start, even farm with the Troll Warlord, as Ori dead again.
Okay, I'm not even watching the other lanes. I'm just going to be watching the mid, and he gets the tips from his own teammates. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's just going to be a highlight reel of nothing to say. TA solo killing Ori over and over again. And so coming back to the idea here, Vici Gaming with a kind of fast tempo draft, right? The Iron Shell, the lawnmowers of the spirits just rolling over people. If you have a poor start, I think Lizard was saying, you're always on the back foot. You don't really want to be catching up and looking to farm as these heroes. There's a bit of a turnaround on the DY there. Good cookie into Crush. Fairy Fire's up though, and the Ancient Apparition's back behind its tower safely.
Okay, so they have something to close the gap. Fire Snap Cookie into Slither and Crush. We're gonna see this one again. Psyblades.
And he goes for the hit. Oh, the Melt Strike coming. Oh, yeah.
Just one-shots him.
And he's going more. You need these chains just to hold nothing to say in place.
And just following orders.
Oh man, LGD. What a beginning to this series. China versus China, we expect great things. And nothing to say, just proving how much of a stellar star player he is. 28 and 8 on that TA right now.
Against
2 solo kills.
In terms of net worth, it's already 1.2k gold lead for Templar Assassin.
At 4 minutes, and Ancients are being stacked before she's even gone over to clear them. She's taken out his small camp and trapping it up. Perfect. Really, just perfect stuff from the TA. And Vici Gaming are going to start thinking now, the mentality of the team, considering what they need to do to pick up the pieces here is aggression. We need to play aggressively, and that might fall into the hands of LGD, who can look to stand their ground with Supernova later on, with the Snapfire Kisses. Of course, that Slardar, who's going to be an incredibly tanky, oppressive force.
On the bottom lane, very interesting build. The double Bracer, he's also sitting near the tower, so 7.5 HP regen per second. Doesn't care too much about the Iron Shell. Every single time there's Devour off cooldown, he's gonna eat the creep with the Iron Shell on.
What does Ori start to do now? Like, is that lane playable anymore in the mid spot?
But not really. He's level 4, while Templar Assassin is level 6.5. And huge stacks being made.
Oh, yes. Misses the last one on the Ancients, I believe, there. But still a huge, large camp.
Yeah, what a noob. I didn't stack it the 6th time already, 6 minutes in.
Does TA come and clear them now? Like, everything is happening so fast for LGD. T was saying they've speedrun the draft, they're going to speedrun the game. And it looks like they're looking to set a new world record here. But Vici Gaming with some moves of their own. Cold feet there, holding Faith behind in place. Slardar slain by DY. And Old 11 also cutting waves bottom. So a bit of action created by Vici Gaming to try and unsettle LGD's early lead.
And while all this is happening, TA farming the Ancients, Snapfire goes to the mid lane to collect some of the XP. 11.
Yeah, dead on the tower. Trying to cut these waves. Y just dives on him.
Not sure that was needed. Free XP and gold for Y there.
Do you think part of this comes back to their series against Nigma, where Vici Gaming have been shaken a bit?
Probably, because they lost, what, whole series in less than 40 minutes?
Yeah, it's like a 15-minute game, then a 25-minute game. Very, very speedy best of 2 that Nigma took over them. They've definitely got to get something done here. Bounty rune grabbed up by White. Mid lane being held there, like you say, by the Snapfire. So PYW and Ori, considering their options, can't really go gank Doom bottom. He's too tanky. TA is not under any kind of vision here. Radiant have that one observer ward in their own triangle. Well, nothing to say. 4,500 net worth. 6.5 minutes in. And a huge lead building up. 3K doesn't seem like much, but at this period of the game, we're usually seeing a 900 gold difference between these top teams.
Yeah, he's too speedy. Usually what you want to do is clear the Ancient stacks after the 7-minute mark, so you get all the tier 1 neutral items from him. But they're so far ahead. They don't. He's I think this might be the record. He's level 9 before a 7-minute mark.
It's crazy. Yeah, just go stack the camps again, honestly, for those neutral items. Doesn't matter too much. Ironwood Tree comes out now for nothing to say. New camps have spawned. And TA are going to have a well-deserved break after all of the heavy lifting she's been doing.
JinQ says there's some kind of a bug. Bug indeed. He's way too farmed.
They're wondering how the TA's level 10 already.
I think why he paused the game is he wants them to unpause so that the enemy can catch up. He stays AFK in the base, 2-3 minutes, just give them enough time to recover.
Man. Arme being gone a little bit bottom lane, but like what? Phase, raindrops, double bracer, 1300 HP, 10 armor, and he's not even under the tower yet. Just leave the Doom alone, and he's scaling with this Devour maxed out pretty much. Yeah, okay, you make your move. Sunray keeps him topped up. JinQ now arriving, so they need that vacuum silence. Roll away by PYW. No real force of aggression there from Vici Gaming, and they might even lose their Earth Spirit. Good cookie with the Fiery Spirits, and PYW's down. LGD on another level this game.
They have a 1k gold lead for every single kill that they got.
Every kill matters incredibly here for them. And this Troll Warlord is the only real performer on Vici Gaming so far. 3,500 net worth, having a decent lane there, and keeping Slardar down a little bit. But nothing to say, he gets the free lane. No one's showing in the mid spot. Ori doesn't feel like he can do too much. Level 6 against level 10. When was the last time you saw this kind of disparity between the mid?
The other day when I was playing pub. I was the guy that was level 6. No, in a professional game, I don't remember seeing this, because mid matchup should be much closer since the introduction of the water runes and everything. But that melt level 1 surprised him, and
it's crushed him.
EA snowballed.
Spirit's crushed. That's Dragonlance done with the Sideblade talents as well. So now you've got that incredible range TA. She can just keep farming jungle. There's no
another stack.
But the thing is, there's no rush here for LGD either. You know, quite often in these kind of situations, we're thinking, hey, this team with an early lead needed an early lead to actually fulfill their draft. But PSG LGD, they've got tons of minus armor that scales into late game. They've got Doom with Devour, scales into late game.
Nothing to say. He might be able to solo Roche at this point. This is gonna be the play. Once he finishes the Deso, if Slardar is there, they can hook up with 2 of the heroes and be able to just kill the Roche alone. Good pickup on the bottom. Finally, Ori being involved.
The 1 kill on the map that they can get. You're right, yeah, Ori Moves into that bot lane, put a bit of pressure onto the tier 1 tower. While DY defends mid tier 1, glyphing it up as well. LGD a little bit late to the party top. They're not really collapsing on that opposing objective. It's just Slardar up there, it looks like. Troll Warlord a little bit afraid of his life. Does get into the trees. Poyoyo going to cut through, consider where he wants to move as they roll towards. Nothing to say. A big kill if they can have it. In comes Ori. The traps are thrown. Nothing to say. Turns with the Melt Strike. The Sunray, the heal, not enough. Massive pick-off for Vici Gaming. And a deny on the tier 1 tower.
So they even get the gold from denying the tower. 270 gold for DY. He is going to get closer to level 6 so they can start setting things up on the side lanes. Troll Warlord having a decent amount of farm. Like, compared to Templar Assassin, he doesn't have that much, but yeah, he didn't get the free solo kills.
He's wrong.
Well, it's a long time to be dead by the TA. Yeah, you're right. As soon as she's back up, LGD can get on the map and think about their next move. Faith Beyond without Hood, going into Blink. Incredibly tanky Slardar can frontline for them with the Doombringer, who's rushing BKB. So it is a fast-paced tempo set by LGD with a scaling lineup.
Sometimes it's bad to be this good. Chat knows. Chat is on this nothing to say level. They know how it is to just be 4 levels ahead, then die and stay dead for 30-35 seconds, 10 minutes in.
Level. What's her XPM at actually? Like level 12. 10 minutes in. Yeah, 4 levels ahead of literally anybody else in the game. It's Doom and Slardar closest to her, 9 and 8 there.
This sounds like it's illegal. Level 12, 10 minutes in.
Yeah, there's something happening. That bug pause they had, maybe that's got something to do with it. Old leveling on a TP out of bottom lane. And tier 1 top, still an objective that LGD are yet to claim. Arme shows on the wave, so the remnants in from Ori. Poyoyo and DY there, the Ice Blast connecting, and Doom, he chucked his ulti onto the Ember Spirit. No real backup here. Poyoyo's even going to come in to lap up some of that golden experience shared across his squad.
Good rotation from Vici Gaming. They get the kill on Templar Assassin, now they get a kill on another core. What I want to see from PSG.LGD is a smoke, get a kill or 2. Once that Deso is finished up, turn that into Roche. You only need pretty much Slardar to be alive. And Templar Assassin on top of it.
Just keeping his farm rate going so well. Giving up a kill here or there doesn't seem to matter too much to LGD. Vici Gaming are the ones running around scrambling, looking for any opening. There's a few windows here for them. But the vision from LGD is pretty spot on right now. Watching for that top rune spot on that Radiant high ground. Entrance to their own jungle also covered. And now they come in to defend their TA mid. Make sure that she's got all the free farm safety she requires. Now having a Snapfire medallion.
Big timing on PSG.LGD, where they're gonna have BKB done in the next minute. Deso already done. That medallion that you talked about will be turned later on into Solar Crest. Hood on Slardar. They just have too much farm. It's very hard to synchronize when one of your cores is just popping off. Like, you need to slow down, you have an extra item.
You have to think about your synchronization with that BKB timing.
Straight into Roche Pit. Deso done. Little Shredder maxed out.
What's the minus armor like on that Roshan map?
Minus 18, minus 36.
36. Okay. There we go. Big man, he's dead. See you in 8 minutes. And now TA with Aegis. Kisses launched. DY in trouble. Brought within an inch of his life. The kick away by PYW. Saved the AA. But LGD with such a firm grasp on this now. And ready to fight at any given moment. Like this Doom. We've seen this Hand of Midas Doom go into that like later game scaling and towards like Refresher. 30-35 minutes in, he's gone straight. BKB looking for the Blink next. He's going to be one of their main forms of initiation. Him and Slardar just jump people, so TA's given the cover.
They have enough tower damage, so this is why he's itemizing into these earlier items to be able to keep the pressure on the map. Now with the Templar Assassin picking up the Aegis, they will go for the top tier 1 tower. It's not going to get defended, it's already too late. And then going into Blink Dagger. I also want to see an earlier BKB on a Templar Assassin. We've seen like Templar Assassins just sometimes they don't want to go for it, extremely greedy, but there's so much magical and overtime damage that burns through your refraction.
Feels like you desperately need it, yeah, I think you might be right. But at this rate, you know, the Blink Dagger is going to come so quickly. She can just jump the AA one-shotter as the roll in towards that Aegis carrier. They've got the diving Supernova Phoenix. Great one on that flash connects. Nothing to say will fall inside the wall. Oh, Nori, he's retreating. LGD considering the move forward to defend this TA because she might die twice here. Cold Feet gonna snap her in place and go well forward. Oh, they're jumping away with the cookie and now the Doom onto the Troll Warlord who already popped this battle trance. Nets up with the Blink Slardar, crushes him, and he's been left alone. Vici Gaming initiate. They take the Aegis, but they lose their Troll for it.
It was a good initiation first on Templar Assassin. I would prefer if this is a BKB. Like, Blink Dagger is so greedy. They can easily kill you. Refraction doesn't actually do anything against the Ion Shell, against the Ember Spirit. We'll see if he decides to go with the Blink Dagger. It's also a farming tool where you jump between the camps much easier. You can blow up Ancient Apparition if you have a good vision. Now with Slardar also picking up a Blink Dagger, you can play with him. It is gonna be a Blink Dagger in the end.
Yeah, the triple blink threat, I guess, there. I think you're right. The farm rate definitely matters a lot to Nothing to Say. He wants to break records this time. 10k net worth at 15 minutes has got to be something up there with the greats.
Hold 11, going for Aghanim Scepter. Different Darkseers, different builds. Whenever I see Mind Control playing the Darkseer, he almost never goes for it as the first or second item. He tends to fight a lot more with the team early on, so mech, pipe, to be able to tank up. I also wouldn't mind seeing maybe something like a Guardian Greaves. Crimson Guard doesn't sound too bad against all this. Yeah, exactly. Because 1-2 cores actually deal so much physical damage.
Yeah, I guess the charges in that Iron Shell make a lot of sense when you've got Earth Spirit, Ember Spirit. Heroes that can really utilize the Iron Shell damage incredibly well and want to be tankier. Need that extra burst of HP against this minus armor strand, even the Doombringer, who nearly has his own blink. Found his Centaur creep, so he's got War Stomp. And the lead just keeps on building for LGD, outscaling and outmaneuvering Vici Gaming every step of the way. Doom clears out that bot wave, not really a hero they want to be going on. They are grouping around down there though. AA, Troll, and even that Ember Spirit coming into that bottom jungle, but under Radiant Vision, so Ori will realize no jungle camps here. Nothing that I can get done, and an immediate D-ward from DY.
Now look at the way Ame's farming. He's hiding behind the trees, dragging the creep to his side so that he has like time to react. It's all about that small things in Dota, the efficiency.
Well, Poyoyo, hero we've not really seen too much of. The Troll Warlord's been farming for the most part this game.
Yeah, different item build, not a single farming tool, no battle fury, which is not a thing anymore unless you're playing into maybe the Phantom Lancer matchup. I've seen Diffusal Blades, I've seen Maelstroms to be able to increase your farming potential. This time around wants to be able to dispel those fiery spirits and dispel corrosive haste.
Here they come. Okay. Nothing to say, just blow straight through, and this DDA good stop as well. The Doom in towards Ori. They're just being run over. LGD are crushing it. Vici Gaming have no response.
They jump on Darkseer, who is pretty much the main source of damage for Vici Gaming, so he also needs to be able to reset if someone gets them, surge him away.
LGD all wise up at the front. They'll spend the Magnetize for him. They get one kill off the back of that disastrous battle around their tier 2, but nothing to say. Templar Assassin just destroys the building. The structural damage from LGD is substantial. And the DD rune, of course, helping out a fair amount. But it's outpost time. That's going to make life even harder for Vici. They're losing out on their Ancients. TA just so freely floating around, finding runes, bounties, and arcanes. BKB's coming up for her soon as well.
Hunting bounties.
Troll Warlord going into Aghanim Scepter next year, that Manta Ag, so no Maelstrom, no BKB, no SNY.
I think it's a bit of an overkill, where you dispel enemies and you dispel yourself. Where's the damage gonna come from?
I'm really not sure, yeah. Ion Shells and Ember Spirit, I guess. But you're still so reliant on all that magic damage when the BKBs are all here for LGD. Your ability to kill people off is going to be minimal at best. And great positioning here from Y. A little bit delayed reaction to that Sleight of Fist, but he still pops the smoke. 4-staff dive away.
My concern here is you have Manta Style mostly for... It's a good stat item. It doesn't give you too much damage. it's a dispel mechanic, so why do you need another form of like dispel?
Yeah.
Radiant's getting friendly with
You can
Dire's
dispel
Golden Tower.
Level Shredder, you can dispel Solar Crest, Corrosive Haze, Fiery Spirits.
Melt Strike.
That's not dispellable.
Okay. Even the minus armor debuff's not? Because you can't dispel her invis, right? Like, it's with those tooltips you can get a little bit confused. I'm not questioning you, Lacoste. I'm just wondering myself.
You're right.
It's the same with Arctic Burn. I remember we had this discussion with Arctic Burn as well.
Yes, because I mean, the cannot be dispelled means that like you cannot remove, you cannot use, I don't know, Brewmaster's split to dispel it. But minus armor can be dispelled.
Okay. So maybe they're, you know, thinking about the fiery spirits and the minus armor for sure to try and focus the egg or do something, because he's the only one that can really hit the egg. And a smoke from
Radiant's
LGD
middle tower is under attack.
invading the triangle, getting onto that dire side of the map, forcing Vici Gaming to play topside.
You know what I'm gonna say? Last time I tested it, it worked like that, so I have all the bases covered.
Last time we tested it, Lacoste. Yeah, last time we tested it.
Last time I tested it in 2017, it did the spell. So yeah, Phoenix, a bit under-leveled, level 9. You would want to have that level 2 Supernova possibly. Buys a book, which will get him closer to that, but still need one more big fight to survive. And now Templar Assassin, level 18, means more traps, and also means more damage.
Damage. Yeah, LGD playing for second Roshan here. Oh, the Ice Blast. Arme has the backup though. BKB and the Blink Stun. PYW will roll out of danger, but the Doom comes straight onto the Dark Seer, and Arme runs forward. The kisses landing in onto Vici Gaming, and Arme, he's popped his one. He's more stabbed away for the Remnant Chase. Ori finds the catch in the back while PYW cleared up. The TA's on the supports. The backline's been shredded. Poyoyo, you can do what you can against this. Nothing to say TA, but Ori can't stand his ground against it. Y comes out with a double kill, and the troll is stuck in the tree.
There's the ulti just to buy a bit more time.
He can't lifesteal enough though to deal with a Sunray burn and a minus armor pummeling from LGD.
And now they're gonna go for a tier 2, maybe even try to knock on tier 3. Good Doom on a Dark Seer. This is exactly what they need to do 2 times in a row. Dark Seer does not get his vacuum off, does not get Ball of Replica, so no real damage. He can't surge people away from the fight. Double Force Staff on one Force Staff, apologies, on Y, which pushed him, and one on Slardar, never mind, 2. Just making sure.
Yeah, that ability to get away from the jump, keep the TA moving, because now she can use the Blink Dagger to focus on aggressive moves with it. Nothing to say. Don't know if she's getting gone on there, but here's the replay. The kisses landing in perfectly, zoning them out. That Doom on the Dark Seer meant there was no vac wall, no turnaround play, and the burst damage from that Templar Assassin shredding through everybody on Vici Gaming's side.
Invisibility.
And Y coming out with that double kill, really beautifully done. All set up by Arme's Doom. You know, he dies in the end, but he's not the real carry. Templar Assassin, the position 1 basically in this match.
Roshan will respawn in about a second, so they can go inside and kill it. 40 seconds until the next Doom, and also a big item coming out on Doom as well. Shiva's Guard to be able to deal with the illusion, slow them down.
And even give vision into the trees.
Yeah, that's most important. Just provide vision so that your Templar Assassin and Slardar can get good jumps.
Especially when you've got a few slippery heroes there. The 2 spirits can hide in the trees quite successfully. Vici Gaming smoking. Completely obscured by the fog of war, and they're walking into Roach Pit.
On Ori. Casual chainmail,
yeah,
and the Lotus Sword. So another form of dispelling, which also gives them armor.
He needed it. So he went Phase Boots chainmail with his wand to the bottle, and the rate to which he was dying, he needed some kind of small build-up item. He couldn't really go for anything too big too quickly. Roshan here, not attempted by Vici, but they know that it's alive, and they know that this is very likely their last chance to have some kind of fight with LGD.
Vici, they need a big wall. Right now, Ori. King of the Hill, yeah.
Troll with the axes, Vortex spots inside them, and Arme, he's the one to kick it off. Ice blast towards him, Poyoyo down to half HP, being burned by the Sunray as well, and his kisses. They're zoning out Vici Gaming while PYW was in the pit. They'll try and chase back onto Arme's Doom. He's changed up with Poyoyo, being kited around. The troll is isolated. TA with the melt strikes finishes him off. They get Wise Phoenix on the right-hand side of the fight, as well as the Doombringer.
Ball still available, plus the vacuum.
That's a good pick off on the Slaughter as well. Nothing to say as the BKB up. Inside that wall, time to run away as LGD do get picked off around the Roach pit.
It's real a big W.
PYW. They're going for this, but the trap slow and a scatter blast hit.
They managed to kill the Roche while all this was happening, and he goes in, two shots him.
DY. Destroyed. And old 11 might be going the same way.
Now Templar Assassin has Shard, also picked up by Roche, which is silence, so up to 3.5 seconds, long duration silence, and going into dataless.
Never refuse gold.
We see the power of Vici Gaming once they use their combo, Vacuum Wall, AA Blast, a lot of overtime damage, and they need to be able to kite BKBs, try to reset, and then go in again. Problem is, Templar Assassin just deletes 1 or 2 heroes before the fight even starts.
Yeah, you need these buybacks. You need some way to reset the fight. And I think Darkseer, he's going to play Fog for the majority of the battle, just to, like you say, look for that counter initiation. But that was a good fight, though. Vici Gaming holding out, making sure second Roche doesn't immediately get picked up by LGD. But they will come again for round 2 in a few seconds or so. And another 5v5 should be brewing. Ori clears out that mid-wave. The rest of Vici Gaming behind him. They've got to know. They've got to know. Something's up there. Blink in from Arme. He gets turned on, though, as Poyoyo being found out in the bottom lane. Ice Blast connecting onto Nothing to Say. The kisses towards that Troll Warlord bot, though, as Faith Bian tracks back onto Poyoyo. Trolls down to the Sunray. No, he gets the battle trance off, but the kiting begins. 4 stabs, and that Corrosive Haze with the chain stuns going in. Crush and Cookie landing perfectly, while PYW, the long-range projectile, clears him up as that Aegis reclaimed out by the TA.
Ame's madman, he jumped in with no BKB whatsoever.
We go straight on them. They're going to back, but it doesn't matter. Or he can't maneuver himself away from the egg.
They get the kill. Good usage of the Aegis, and but they still didn't do any real damage to tier 3 towers.
Middle tower is under attack.
Problem is Troll, he doesn't have any damage whatsoever. Like, this build doesn't do anything.
Hey, yeah, he's been a non-factor this entire game.
I'm just thinking, if I've seen this item build without seeing which hero it is, try to guess. I would definitely not say Troll, especially in this current meta.
That's quite a weird one.
Maybe it's more of a Morphling who has a Dark Willow on his side. You know, still want to have Manta to dispel things, and then Aghanim Scepter turn into allies.
But he's not a Morphling.
He's not.
He's a Troll Warlord. He's got his axe finished now. Y and Faith Bian. The dastardly duo. They've been doing such a great job. Look at that, just scouting out, making sure nothing's coming their way. And the crushes and the stuns from Faith Bian have been defending this egg, which have been positioned so perfectly by Innocent. We still have the cheese on someone.
I think cheese was consumed during that Roche fight. Can't find it on anyone.
Yeah, it's all gone. They spawn out Poyoyo Troll, dispels off the Corrosive Haze straight away. De-warding coming in. It's LGD, prime position from this. Bit of high ground here to play into that
double
box here
damage.
too. Okay. And she's got Daedalus, yeah?
Yep. We'll just pick it up. Going into Hurricane Pike. Another 4 stabs, so they will have 3.
Here come the one-shots. As soon as they see this DD, they're going to be thinking about what their plan's actually going to be. I mean, Poyoyo, they saw this happening. They cleared out the mid-wave. Kisses. Troll Warlord getting pummeled by it. And Faith Bian still trying to chase down this Troll Warlord. LGD realize they've not got the full gap closed to get there.
Good thing is he has all these dispel mechanics. Whenever he uses the melee axes, dispels himself, keeping the Manta style. Problem is, if he gets silence, might need to pop that Manta style to get rid of the silence. And now going into Scotty.
Yeah, I guess he wants to try and tank up, get as many stats as he can. Well, we have seen Vici Gaming make that jump. They can successfully take team fights, but it's so dependent on having vision of LGD, of knowing which targets you're going on. And when Arme's able to do this, he breaks vision, he gets on top of you, he starts the fight without you even knowing what's going on. Got the chain stuns on Poyoyo, he's going to have to battle trans, there's damage coming. Oh, he gets himself to high ground, ever so barely. Holding onto the ulti as well.
Vici Gaming will think they have a ward there, the Tinker ward near the tier 2 tower. But they do not. Nice jump from Ame, providing vision with Shiva's guard. It's very hard to counter this specific item build on Troll, because enemies probably also don't find any sense in it. You know, they don't know what's happening, so...
How do we deal with the dispels? Just kill him. Just catch him and kill him. He is gonna start becoming a bit of a menace though. 20k lead built up by LGD. Maybe thinking that they're a bit tentative here, pushing actual high ground up against that vac wall, the ice blast, the combos from Vici Gaming still incredibly powerful. They want to wait for third Roche.
I feel like they do. Vici Gaming on the other side, smoke up, bait beyond, baiting with his illusion.
They're not going to find anyone though. Slowly walking themselves across the map, finding bounty runes. It's a pretty good line drawn there, figuring out what the next move is going to be for them. They haven't even taken that mid-tier 1 tower yet. Some pings coming out.
Ori's item build is pretty much whatever gives armor, I'm gonna build in this game.
Oh, look at Faith Beyond. Baiting so hard, the illusion. Not real, guys.
It's time to go. They instantly smoke.
That's
No
ice blast
AA
out.
blast.
The blitz done. Catches soon. Another dance here. The melt strike. The jump from Arme. And old Levin's gone. Poyo doomed up as well. The kisses, they ended, but they've got Infernal Blade and damage over time. That will be enough to bring down the troll. There's a buyback after the dance here. Oh, they get them all inside of it. But the supernova and the turnaround sunray. All one has to run. Jin Q, he's being brought low, but they don't have any finishing touches. He won't come in. He's trying to magnetize and catch him out. But they've
BKBs are down.
Go in. Troll Warlord finds him.
They catch two cores, but they expended 2 buybacks, 1 on 11, 1 on Poyoyo. Roche may respawn in 3 seconds. If it's a fastest spawn, this could be a game changer, and it's 9 seconds. It's instantly gonna spawn.
So quick. This could be it. This could be the start of the turnaround for Vici Gaming. They don't know about it though. Going for tier 2 mid instead. Jin Q positioned behind the trees. Cookie on a creep, clear out the wave, make sure the push ends right there. Vici Gaming sticking around. They don't have Vac Wall, they don't have some of these big cooldowns that they would like to play with, but a roll in. Ember Spirit started on the Snapfire, they dive in Fiery Spirits, but that's Jin Q gone for a minute. Now nothing is there, being dived.
He might jump in.
Do Radiant want their middle tower to fall?
Could maybe, yeah, one shot into some of these heroes. Wants the creep wave instead. Gets a bit of a side blade splash back there onto Vici. And Roshan
is being pinged out. They have a trap inside it. Unfortunately for Vici, they didn't check the Roche. They would have enough damage with the troll, you know, just pummeling. Doesn't have a damage item, but eventually would bring it down. And now they go in. Aghanim Scepter on top of Cheese and Aegis. Who do they give Axe to? I wouldn't mind
TA.
Yeah. Why? Because why not?
Yeah, Aghanim Scepter has been so powerful. Jumping around, controlling the map. I think we saw Sumail also doing that little bottle refill, right? Going back to fountain, refilling bottle. And then jumping out across the map again. Paladin sword there as well for the TA. Going into Nullifier next.
In this situation, you would love to find Spider Legs as tier 3 item. This is one of the reasons why Spider Legs feels like the best tier 3 item. Because you are out of slots. Would prefer to have a BKB, would prefer to have some kind of a move speed.
I guess Pike and Blink Dagger give you a bit of maneuverability, and you've got double force staff on your supports as well. So they'll rely on that to give a movement in the team fight.
Yeah, tier 4 items dropping in the 3 minutes, so he might get some move speed from Flicker.
Get like a flicker, yeah. But here comes an
Or Ninja here.
Nullifier. 6-slotted TA.
This Nullifier is pretty big. He ruins Ancient Apparitions build completely. No Force Staff, no Ghost Scepter. Same goes for Earth Spirit. He has one.
And with some lucky crits there, TA could definitely, you know, 1 or 2 shot some of these heroes. Still being quite patient with the way they're moving towards the base, though.
Level 25 on TA is so good. You have 14 refraction charges. They have a lot of overtime damage, but you know, the damage that you get from it, not just defensive one, but offensive is pretty damn good compared to full talent. 1 second melt kit bash before it was 1.5.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Now that it got nerfed, I'll keep that thought.
Trying to do something drastic here, but they've lost DUI. I mean, comes that Templar Assassin just finding the back lines. The Ghost Scepter all the way, PYW escapes, but Ori found out by Faith Bian. Unfortunately can't get the crush there, while Poyoyo just doomed by Army. They come in and slay all the 11. The Darkseer's gone, no buyback on him, and the Troll Warlord, he's dead. Nothing to say comes out with a triple kill after finding PYW, and GG's called. It's a long time coming. I mean, since those 2 kills that TA got on that Ember Spirit, we felt this game just completely slipping out of the hands of Vici Gaming.
Yeah, it was a complete disaster. Getting the melt level 1, being able to surprise him with that -5 armor, gets 2 kills because of it.